Hello, it's the Non-Binary Coded Games Festival. It's here! This game festival on Steam is running from July 13th to July 20th, and it's celebrating games by non-binary developers, which is convenient because I am a non-binary gamer and I love seeing games from my community. So I've been preparing for this festival since about, I think, June 30th. I think that's when my first recording is dated. So it's been like a lot of me working, which means you're getting at least 2 videos every day throughout the festival. I don't think I'm going to post anything on, well, I'm going to post a video on the 20th, but it's not going to be covering the festivals so that you have time to see the games featured and then decide, you know, whether or not you want to pick them up. So I don't want anyone to feel like they were sort of like, you know, shafted and getting the last spot sort of thing. So it should be between the 13th and the 19th. It'll be at least 2 videos every day because I recorded a lot. So this video is going to be covering, hold on, I got my text document. Devs that reached out to me with games that I couldn't play either because I ran out of time or because they were first person, games that are in the festival that I already own and have played, games that I own and I haven't played, games that are on my wish list, games that I've played on this channel, and then the games that I'm covering throughout the event. And you can, I have this all chaptered, so you can skip to like what you want to hear about, that sort of thing. I'm just going to be capturing my like, this isn't even my Steam. I'm just going to be capturing a window throughout all of this because, listen, I thought Tuesday was the 13th. I didn't realize it was Monday, and it is Sunday, July 12th, and I have to work tomorrow. So we're in a bit of a time crunch. I think I finished editing 4 videos, so I'm spread pretty thin. I will probably never be able to do this again, either time-wise, physically. I'm covered in hives. I've made some poor choices, but I'm so happy. I know Steam has some kind of like policies on the first year you run your game, so I really wanted to make the effort to celebrate this festival in its first year, to do what I could to try and help it be the success it deserves to be. I also want to say I've arranged all of these games alphabetically in every section so that, you know, no one feels like I've done some sort of secret code. we just went easy, went alphabetical. I'm also going to be browsing the games myself during the week, and I'll be adding, you know, stuff to my downloads that I want to try, and if I have time to play any, I'll definitely post it on my Blue Sky. But there's a very good chance I'm gonna be just drowning in editing. And then also, if you are like me and don't like love YouTube, all of my videos are cross-posted to my website, lavaloaf.com, so you can watch using Livid. I do pay for the service, so you don't have any ads, and there's no strings. You can just watch it. They are currently working on playlists and chapters, so eventually it will be a lot easier to just sit and watch videos on my website and just let it autoplay, and I'll have chapters and stuff so you can navigate easier. I do have like the timestamps in the descriptions, but I know it's so much easier when it's like in the queue, and they're working on it. I love Livid. They've been fantastic for this whole thing. But yeah, so you have that option. So let's get through it. You're gonna have to be patient with me because this might be edited like a little messy. You're gonna see my tuber jumping around because I'm gonna have to like capture different windows and stuff like that as I'm going. But let's see. So I'm gonna have all of the links in my YouTube description, and I'm also going to have them all in my Blue Sky thread. So if you want to peek at my Blue Sky, it'll also be there. You can even just skip this video and browse my Blue Sky. And then the other like credits for whatever I'm using, because I'm gonna have to find music and stuff to fill the voids. It'll all be down there as well. So please also snoop the description, and yeah, let's get started here. So these are, what are these? Game devs that reached out to me during the festival and I couldn't play their games. First we've got Endless RPG. So this one was kind of interesting because you basically, here, let's put the trailer on while I'm going. So it has like a randomly procedurally generated map, and then you make a little characters. The characters are on the gender binary, and then they like have like random stories that spawn as you play. Why isn't the audio capturing? Okay, it's capturing. We're okay. And then like you can kind of like set the characters to like chat with each other while you're playing, that sort of thing. It's really like a really interesting concept. I did not have the time to play this in any sort of detail or learn how to do anything, so I wasn't able to get a video together in time. Next is Heaven Strafer. This is like, yeah, a combo-based first-person shooter. It has like a story as well between, I think, here, let's hold on a second, let's look at our, it looks like it's a Yuri romance as well. We'll look at the screenshots in a second. This is really cool. I'm gonna need someone else to play this for me, and then I will chat with them while they play, because there's there's no way, look at this. I will probably last like 5 minutes. But yeah, my understanding is there's like little dialogue things throughout, that sort of thing. Looks really cool. Okay, next was Hoptics, which is a momentum platformer. What are they called? 2D platformer. It was sort of like momentum based. The devs were really hoping I'd be able to play it because they have like a whole bunch of accessibility settings to sort of reduce the amount of motion on the screen. But for me, it was still a little too difficult for incompetent little Loaf. Just too much movement for me personally. But what's really cool about this one is there aren't really any like pitfalls or anything. I'll play the thing again. So you can just sort of like hang around, try what's happening. There's not really like a lose condition. It's not timed. So they had said that like it was great. They intended part of it to be for streamers so that they can sort of like play it while they're chatting with their chat, that sort of thing. Like you're not necessarily going to lose. So it seems really cool as just like a game that you'd want to play yourself, or if, you know, you're streaming and you want something to play in the background. It's like the graphics are phenomenal, and it feels really good. Like it reminds me a lot of like, I mean, I only ever played like the original Sonic games, but the movement felt pretty similar to that. So really cool. Of course, I play with mouse and keyboard because that's the type of person I am. But yeah, and I appreciate the devs like did their best to make it playable for people who, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people where it did help because they adjusted it based on their community's feedback. So just because it's not a good fit for me doesn't mean, you know, it won't work for you. This is Lunar Radio Taxi. Look at this. I don't think there's a video. Let me just quickly peek. It's like, what does it say here? Blends drifting and rhythm into an exhilarating space-time rhythm adventure. Slide or boost your way through the solar system to the beat of Brazil's best DJs and earn big as an interplanetary taxi pilot trying to play an infinite debt in this hyper-capitalistic Brazza-funk future. Like, visually, this game is phenomenal. I will get sick. So I think there is a demo. There's a demo. So if this looks like your kind of thing, it definitely give it a shot. It looks fantastic. But yeah, I am not I'm not physically going to be able to play it, unfortunately. Okay, next is Micro Mega, which is a puzzle platformer kind of thing. You're basically scrolling around and figuring out how the different puzzles are solved, this sort of thing. I think you're aiming this to the different pieces. I have tried this one, but for whatever reason, it did kind of set off my motion sickness, and I'm not entirely sure why. But I have a lot of trouble with precision games in general, just because I have to focus so much while things are moving. So I think that might be part of it. But like, look at the art. This thing's gorgeous. So if you have time, I definitely recommend, you know, trying the demo and seeing if it's a good fit for you, because it looks so cool. Okay, my heart broke a little bit because the devs for this one, Nekomancer of Nowhere, just reached out to me like yesterday evening, and I'm not gonna have time to play it, but you sort of like draw on the screen to cast different spells and things like that, and then that's how you adventure and stuff. I did not even check what the plot was. What does it say here? Isometric action. I don't know. I love story-based games in general, especially when there's like a lot of gameplay. Like this looks excuse me, this looks so cool. Look at this. Do they have a demo? They don't have a demo. It looks really great. I told them I'm putting it on my wish list and I'll play it when I can, because like I'm so glad this one's on my radar. It looks so cool. And Party in Hollow Grove is the same. The dev like just reached out to me yesterday evening and I thought like, oh, my poor heart is like breaking 1,000 times. Talk to kooky guests, trade party items, and explore Death's mansions as you throw him the spookiest birthday party ever. Like this looks so good. Like look at the art. Like and like I think in my email I was like, oh, to be a little cat on a train in the fall. Like it just looks so cute. So I'm definitely gonna pick up this one around Halloween to play for sure. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it for the event, but it looks so cute. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is a multiplayer game where you're like, I think cleaning. It looks so good. I feel so bad. The dev reached out and the dev they have here, I did open up the developer page. They have these other games, Bombing and Bombing 2, where it's sort of like it says graffiti sandbox where every inch in the environment can be painted. And like this one's sort of like low poly aesthetics, which is really cool. And then I think why did I open the demo page? And then this one is more, I don't know what this art is called. Standard, I suppose. They look really cool. And like I will not be able to play these, but it definitely looks like kind of just this relaxing way to sort of spend your time. And then this multiplayer one looks like phenomenal, where you're like cleaning up as a group and like hanging out with your pals and stuff like that. Like just what like a nice little chill time, right? I don't know if you can cause problems for your friends because but at least you have that option. So yeah, so that's Scrub Squad. And then I have the Bombing 2 one still open. Oh, and then the Shelf Life Art School Detective team also reached out to me to check out their demo. And this has been on my radar for like a long time. I mean, maybe not a long time because I don't know how long it's been out, but this year at least it's been on my radar. It looks so cool, but I'm not sure. I tried the demo and I got some pretty bad motion sickness from it. So I'm not actually sure I'm going to be able to play it, but the devs have on their to-do is adding more accessibility settings. So hopefully I'll be able to play it. If not, I might see if someone will help me play it. But so like the gameplay is all these like this sort of graphics, which looks fantastic. I love this. And then all the dialogue is sort of the, regular art, which is cool. It's a nice little combination. So I'll be interesting to see how this game develops. I'm really excited. And then last, the devs for Valkyrie Rising had messaged to see if I would check out their demo. And this is right up my alley. I just ran out of time for this one. It's Survivor, what is it called? Bullet Heaven. It's like a neat little Bullet Heaven game with a twist where you're sort of choosing your different blessings from gods and things like that. Kind of a mix with a little bit of Hades, but with Norse mythology. You can tell I'm like tired. but yeah, so the demo is out for this one if you want to give it a peek, and then it's coming out in the end of 2026. All right, well, what do we got next year? Okay, next is games on the festival that I own and have played, and If Found is one of those games. It's like it says If Found is a game about going home, coming out, and erasing everything. So yeah, it's basically just about like returning to your town and sort of facing what you left behind and trying to figure out, how to move forward, I guess. I probably, it came out in May of 2022. I probably played it either December 2020, it came out May of 2020. I either probably played it December 2020 or December 2021. Usually over the holidays, like in winter, I'll play a story-based game by myself back, before I started streaming. So it's probably something I played then. I remember really liking this. It was truly fantastic. Just gorgeous art, and the way that the gameplay was integrated into the story. It was just a really nice time. The other one is Luck Be a Landlord. I played the shit out of this game. I looked and I had played it in 2022. It says the release date is 2023. So there was an early access phase and I played during the early access phase. I I remember it was probably 2021. I had installed it on my work laptop that I have like, my work gave me a laptop so that when I have to work in the middle of the night, I don't have to like go back down to my office. I can just work on my laptop. And I remember installing Steam just so I could play this in bed. And then I realized I stayed up too late because I was just sitting here like rolling. So this is like a really nice way to pass the time. And I also felt like despite my story of staying up all night playing it, because it's more like turn-based, you don't feel like compelled. You don't really feel like you're trapped to keep going, if you know what I mean, right? You can actually take breaks, but yeah, you're basically rolling a slot machine to try to pay rent, and it's just the way they interact with each other. It's really cool. I loved this game. I haven't played it in a long time, but maybe we'll pop in again and see how it's doing. Next is games I own and I haven't played. Everyone has these lists, right? Okay, this is The Last Winter Night. What is this, visual novel? I picked this up because it was in a bundle with Namia, and as you know, I love Namia a lot. So I figured, you know, if they were going to partner with Namia, it was probably worth playing. It looks like, oh, point and click horror, gothic. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much I read about this before picking it up, but I think I probably just saw like, you know, it looked gay. It doesn't have the LGBTQ kit tag, but you know, we're assuming. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I am going to just mention again, it is in a bundle with Namia, which isn't in the festival, but is probably one of my all-time favorite games, even though I haven't finished playing it on the channel, but I will one day. So if you're looking for a turn-based tactics card game, fantastic. Just such a good story, art's gorgeous, and the gameplay feels phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. Next to the Left Eye, I did get this game in a bundle. This has been on my to-do for so long. I really need to like sit down and play it. Part of the reason why is because they're still working on the game. They're still like developing the different chapters and things like that. So I haven't been in a rush. If you have like followed my channel, I have a really hard time. Like a lot of times I'll stop demos like early because I don't want to play too much of this story. I don't have a good memory, so it's kind of hard to like take breaks and things like that. But yeah, like this looks really good, just like a fun plot, that sort of thing. And it looks like one of those things where, you know, they've also done their research into the time period and stuff like that, but aren't gonna make it, you know, too alienating, that sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to see when I actually do finally play it. Mythic Mire is another one that I have and just haven't had the chance to play it yet. It's a turn-based RPG, I think, like an RPG Maker game. It looks, I don't know if it's actually RPG Maker, but like look at this art, and the pixel art looks so good too. It just looks great. I'm so excited to play this one when I get the chance. It's been on my to-do for a while. This is like also a kind of a shame video for showing how far behind I am on everything, but yeah, I'm not like these sorts of like turn-based RPGs. I'm not like good at them. Like having to like make decisions, things like that. I tend to like, in real life, I would usually have a guide open, stuff like that. But like I grew up on them. Okay, next is Picayune Dreams. This is a Bullet Heaven game where it's here, let me read the description. A roguelike blend of Bullet Heaven, Horde Survival, and Bullet Hell gameplay. Adrift across the endless void, you must fend off thousands of nightmarish and otherworldly creatures. Uncover a surreal story, and don't forget, you must transmission interrupted. It looked kind of like WLW in space. I like this kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. So I'm kind of surprised. I think I bought this, it says December 2023, so I probably bought this before I started streaming, around the time I started streaming. So it probably just got lost in the shuffle, but we'll add it to the to-do so that I remember to play it for you guys, because it looks so good. I'm glad this kind of like came back off my radar so I can remember to actually play it. But like, look at this. It looks fantastic. And then last is Quality Dreams Reasonably Priced. We do play another Zorky Studios game. And is this muted? It is muted. Let's play it again. All right. We do play another Zorky Studios game, but this one looks like, I mean, it looks very different, but it also looks really good. Part of the problem is you are trying to save enough money to take care of a sick rabbit, and I could not I could not handle that pressure right now. But I mean, like, the art's gorgeous. It looks like a I mean, it's definitely a management game, but there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of character development and stuff like that. It just looks, it looks like such a, like, a nice time, and but I know it will be emotional and it will be a little too heavy for me, you know, right now. Okay, next is, these are games that have been on my wish list, are on my wish list from the festival. Okay, this is a year of springs. This has probably been on my wish list since 2021, since it came out, maybe a little bit before. This is by one of the folks running the festival. It's a story-rich little game, and the art's really cute. I really love, like, sort of those slice of life stories, like exploring different people's perspectives, stuff like that. And this looks like a really great version of that. So this has been on my, you know, to do for a while. Okay, next is Bad End Theater, who I believe is one of the other folks running the festival. This has been, oh, my voice cracked. This has been on my wish list for a while as well. It's a, I think it's more, is it more of an RPG thing? Choose Your Own Adventure. Choose Your Own Adventure visual novel. Like, I believe there was a demo for this and I played it at some point. It was a lot of fun when I tried it, or maybe I watched someone play it. I'm not really sure. This has been on my to-do for a while. Art's gorgeous, lots of different options. It's one of those games that I'm probably gonna, like, play a whole bunch of different times to, like, explore the different routes and things like that. So this, I want to play this. I want to play this. It looks great. Next is Burger Boys. This, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Do I need to explain why I want to play this? Management sim? Furries? Like, look at these character designs. It's so good. It looks so good. Oh, this is me. I feel like that. I feel like that sometimes too. Just like, anyway, this looks great. I haven't had a chance to play the demo yet. It has been downloaded. I'm working on it. I am excited to check this one out, and we will check it out. This is great. Oh, look at that. The legs. Oh, I can't wait. All right, maybe I don't want to promise we'll squeeze this one in, but okay, next is Grayton the Detective. I believe this is a point and click adventure game, and I love point and click adventure games. And look at this art. This is just gorgeous. All right, the description says, Grayton the Detective is a narrative adventure game about a homeless man who once lived in wealth and comfort, now showers with a kettle and solves petty mysteries on the streets of Cleveland. However, with the disappearance of the mysterious golden spoon, everything may change. So I think this was just on my wish list because I wanted to, like, follow the development of it. I don't know a whole lot about it, but based on the description on like the art and stuff like that, I really kind of want to see how this one plays out. Next is Danchi Days. I have played this. I have footage of this, but I had a hard time. I cried a little bit through a lot of it. So we're probably just gonna wait until it comes out, and then I will just be prepared to heavily edit it. It's sort of like switches between past and present, and you're with you're living with your grandma who has dementia. So it's very, like, it's very emotional and it's things like that, but it's really cute. I had a really nice time, but yes, very emotional, and I'm not always up for that. All right, next is The Dropouts. Oh, hold on, let's rewind.
All we know, maybe they never left.
A spooky Choices Matter mystery set in 2004 Switzerland. Many students have disappeared in Noirmont High over the past century. You're Lou, you just transferred here, and weird stuff immediately starts happening. Will you be the next dropout? Did I play the demo for this? There is a demo. This is on my wish list.
He would never have gone.
I'm wondering if
makes no sense.
I wasn't sure I'd be able to play this. Like, based on this footage, it looks like maybe not.
Heartless, if you ask me. It's not like they had a...
Oh no, it looks like it's third person. We'll check it out eventually. I'm not really sure. I don't have a lot of memory of this one. It's possible I wish listed this before the demo came out, and then I got an email saying, hey, the demo's out, and I just haven't had the chance to play it. it's, I mean, it happens, right? But yeah, this looks cool. I'm really into like these sort of mystery games, stuff like that. It's it'll be interesting to see. Next is Dungeon Pizza. I mean, I'm a big pizza fan. I'm a big cat fan. It looks like something I can play. Like, it doesn't look like it's gonna, you know, have too much moving. Does this have a demo? Ooh, playtest. Okay. I don't really have time to, like, juggle through playtest. It's actually possible I requested playtest access and I haven't had a chance to play it yet. But yeah, this looks like a cute little time. And I like management sims. I like cooking sims, stuff like this. So it'll be interesting to see. I do want to check this one out at some point. It looks great. Next is A Line Held Tight. A sci-fi visual novel. What does it say? You must decide where your heart and loyalties lies if you're to shape the future and save yourself. Like, this looks great. Oh, it's just this coming soon. This one, what it probably is I'm just waiting until it comes out. Like, it definitely looks like my kind of thing. Like, from the art and like from the storyline, this seems like something I'm gonna want to play. So I might not even play the demo. I'll probably just wait until it comes out, and I'll pick it out and try it out. It looks really interesting. Okay, next is games I've played on this channel, and I'm gonna have a little video or playlist or something pop up for these. First is Emblem's Sunless Vow. Can I tell you, I think I only played 15 minutes of the story, and I was like, no, I just want the whole ass game. So I have some like older footage. I'm pretty sure it has developed quite far beyond the footage I have. And I know I am kind of a joke to Old Flower Games for never playing more of the story and being sold so quickly. but yeah, sometimes, you know, you just need well-written gay people, and I'm on board. I really love the gameplay of this. Like, the like whole marbles mechanic is really fun, like trying to prioritize when you should be using things. There are so many different difficulties for like finding a way that will like suit your playstyle. So if you're more into it for the story, you can play in easier mode and just sort of like get through not easy peasy, but you'll be able to get through like a lot smoother. And then if you want like a challenge, there's, you know, more difficult modes. And I've also played the chaos mode, which is just the gameplay. So like I am 1000% on board with Emblem Sunless Vow. When it comes out, I'm not gonna let Old Flowers Games give me a key. I am buying it. And who is magic kissing? Like, I just want to play it. I don't understand why I can't have a time machine to play it first. Like, it's kind of cruel. I don't know. All right, it looks great. Next up is Thrifty Business. This is a shop management sim. I did apply for a key for this one to try out because I wanted to play it. And it's like a lot of fun. There's like so much like sort of a lot of like different random elements to it, and then there's the decoration feels really good, and you can kind of like play at your own pace. You don't have to rush through it, that sort of thing. And I really like the characters in it. They do a really good job with their like sexuality diversity and gender diversity. Like, their queer representation in general feels very welcoming, you know. And but it doesn't feel like forced either. Like, you don't really have token characters in the sense that like this is the only person of this. It feels more like this is a community where people like to spend time together, kind of thing, right? And I really love, like, I think, not to like throw shade at anyone, but I think we are beyond the point where we need to pick on the gender binary. Like, I think we should just be allowed to pick our body type and just leave it at that. Like, and this gives us, I think, like 3 different body types or 4 different body types to choose from. And it's like, yeah, like give me a chest slider, give me a waist slider, give me a hip slider, and like I'm happy. Like, I don't want to pick stuff on the gender binary anymore. I'm fucking tired. And this game does not do that. You just gotta like make your little character. I almost said creature. You just gotta make your little fella. And fella's still gendered. You just gotta make your little friend, and yeah, and you gotta check it all out. But it's nice that like no one's story is weighted based on their marginalization. How about that? I still haven't finished playing this. I'm getting to it. Okay, finally, we're covering games that I am covering throughout the festival. First is Angel Clicker. This has been a long time coming, and I'm really glad that my video gets to come up during a festival where they're featured. I love Angel Clicker. I'm probably not going to spend too much time like talking about each one of these games because you're also going to get like a whole ass video on them. But this is such a good time, and the price is ridiculous. Like this, it's so low. It's totally worth playing. When I was making the video, I am still waiting on some assets. It's probably gonna go up later. I'm still waiting on some stuff for the video, so it might not be all that I dreamed. I might just say, forget it, I'm not waiting anymore, and it's just going up. But yeah, it's a great time. Next, we're not watching the trailer, not watching the trailer. Pausing it. Don't play. We're checking out Backtrace. This one I'm just having a trailer react for because the game doesn't have a demo yet. I did message because the devs brought this to my attention. All of these games the devs messaged me about. So I messaged them back and they had said if you're interested in access to the demo when it's out, let us know. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna be looking at this one in more detail eventually, but for now we'll have like a nice little trailer react. Next is Cappy Castaway. I mean, I feel like this kind of just speaks for itself, right? Apparently, it took me like the entire time I was playing, but it's also like a couch co-op game. But this is like cute as hell, just like a nice little time. I did almost cry filming it just because it was so cute. Next is Devil's Liminal. This has also been on my to-do for a long time, but it was really nice that the devs reached out to me because part of the reason why like their content warnings are all here somewhere. I don't know where. They have their content warnings somewhere, and one of them was animal death, and so I wanted to sort of know the details. So the devs were really nice to me and let me know, when to expect them, that kind of thing. So I was able to put up the video before anything that would upset me would happen, and then I will be more emotionally prepared and braced for the rest. The game is still being updated. But I think the final version is coming out sometime in September, which means we will definitely have a video up in Halloween at the latest, if not, and if not another one earlier. Next is Dirtbag Mahjong. I am going to spoil something. I never learned how to play Mahjong. The tutorial is like so helpful and straightforward, and then I jump into the game and I remember none of it. But the art is so good and the story is so fucking funny. It's just like a really good time. So I believe there's a demo. So if you're unsure, I would definitely pick up the demo. I am gonna play this again, and one of my friends plays a lot of Mahjong and plays like this specific kind of like Riichi Mahjong. So I'm probably gonna have them, show me how to play, and then we'll have some more videos up. So I'm not completely incompetent, but sometimes I just need someone to sit down and slowly explain things to me. But like the character designs are all like perfect, it's a great time. I'm excited for that video to go up. Next is Gas Station Story. Like this, I can't even describe this. So I was only gonna put up like one part, and then yesterday I sat down and realized I hit the end of the game. We're gonna probably play this like a lot. Like, we're probably going to play, like, different routes. Does it say how many endings there are here? I think it tells me. I think it says. The email said, 4 to 6 hours playtime, 45 different characters meet, multitude of endings, 30. Like, I think we hit 2 different endings because I tried to hit a different ending and then ended up doing something completely different. It's such a good time. It was so good. Oh. I want to be playing it again already. Next is Carrigan. We're not watching the trailer because we do the same thing. This one, there's no demo yet, so we just have a trailer react, and I'm probably gonna need someone to help me play this game. I think it's gonna make me a little motion sicky, but this looks fantastic. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna say anything. Just enjoy it. Next is I'm Making a Monster. This was a really good, I'm gonna call it exploration of grief. The art's like gorgeous. I mean, you can tell that just from looking at these things, and it's basically just about working on a project that keeps you busy, which I can relate to while you're grieving, and having your friends trying to like reach out and talk to you throughout it, kind of thing, right? and sort of making choices while you're in that state. It was really interesting, and I'm still editing this video because I know I'm gonna my video's a mess because I had to keep stopping to like cry, and I know I'm gonna get like emotional again just trying to piece it back together. So it might be a rough watch, but the game's so good. It's so worth it. Oh, it's such a good time. Next is Management in Space. This one blew me the fuck away. It was so good, and like I will never have the patience to be like a one game streamer, but this would be a game that I could be like a one game streamer for. Like, it's just so interesting the way that you build the different aspects of your space station, and there's just like so much to do. It's very like a very early build, and I believe it's releasing into early access so that we can do feedback and stuff like that. This stuff, it's so nice. Okay, hold on a second, I'll let this play. This one says here, hold on. This game is being made by a solo developer, so progress is not super fast. As such, early access is important for management space for a few reasons. Build community. I want to make sure the community gets to play the game, progress as I work on it, feedback, ideas, bug reports, and anything else to help drive this game to be one we can all love, and raise funds. I've been fortunate enough to receive some starter funding, but it isn't enough to cover the project's full development. Getting additional funds along the way means I can properly dedicate time and effort. It is, in our current environment, it is so nice to see. I am a solo dev, so I'm going to be a little slow, and I would love your feedback as I work. None of this like, so I'm cutting every corner I can and abusing the community I care about to put out like a mediocre game. You know what I mean? Like, this is gonna be a great game, and I've already given the dev feedback, and they've already like done it. We're gonna play this a lot on the channel. We'll probably play it in early access. We'll probably still play it as it's a demo. I'm so excited about this one. I know I said I wasn't gonna talk long about these games, but I'll spend some extra time on this one. It's great. Next is Mothkeep. This is such a good time. The art too, like there were a few times where I was like, is that a photo? Is that a photo of this bug? Like, and then the so like the art's amazing, obviously you can tell just by these pictures, and the dev was really kind and made some adjustments based on what I was having trouble with when I was playing, like motion sickness wise, because you know you're not really expecting this game to set off motion sickness, but it does. So the devs made it like as accessible as possible, and has made like just like a really nice time. Actually, I can see some like changes since I played too, like even in the background. This, if you're looking for like a nice little story game, this is a really nice sort of relaxing look at moss. And you can also like decorate all the different areas. Like you can buy different stuff to put in the area to make it look fancy, and Mallow is the perfect baby. But yeah, this is just a really nice time, and I'm looking forward to picking this up again in a couple of years and playing it again, you know, just exploring it again, especially because the game has changed since I've played. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what else the dev does. They're just wonderful. Next is Murder Me Cute. I just want to play this. I was so mad playing the demo and just not having this whole game, which is not the dev's fault, but just like this aspect. I'm gonna be honest, like when I first started playing, I wasn't 100% sure I would buy into, you know, the photos instead of character models, but I got into it like really quickly and really easily. It feels great. The whole thing is just the spirit in a case. It's so good, and there's like so many different references, like, you know, slipped in. I just want to play it. I love fake OS games as a note. It's just a great little time. Next is Outlaw. This story was so cute. I unfortunately don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this. I'm pretty sure I got like really motion sick recording this. I might try and bully someone into playing this for me so I can record it. But this was really cute. And I don't explore like a whole lot of it over the event because I did hit a game-breaking bug that I reported the devs. But yeah, you can like dress your little creatures, and everyone's so like nice and happy. It's It's so cute. It's so cute and it's so sweet. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it come out. Next is Sorry We're Closed. So I do have a friend help me with this one because it does switch between first person and third person, as you can see by the trailer. And thankfully I did know that before I started playing, so I could sort of prepare in advance. This has been recommended to me by a lot of people, including one of my friends who like almost never recommends games. Like usually we play games together and like figure out, do we like this, you know, whereas this one he had like messaged me and was like, you're gonna love this, please play this. And I was like, it's gonna make me sickies. And then the devs reached out with a little key, so I thought, well, it's fate, I am now gonna play this game, but I'm gonna have to, you know, rope someone into helping me play it. So I'm really looking forward to playing more of this. We only play through like a part of it, but it's so cool. It's so cool. Ugh. And then last is The Unlife of Gorlak. This was really cool. Like just like a really promising start to a game, and promising start. Like if the game is already done, it's like it's such a cool framework for a game. I get really mad because I lose. Like spoiler alert, I don't have a great time. But I like already want to play again and try again. It's just it's so funny. The art's fantastic. And it's really interesting to play through and try and figure out like your different priorities and things like that. So this is just like a great little time. I highly recommend it. Do they have a demo? They even have a demo. Like I recommend trying out the demo and seeing, you know, if it's a good fit for you, because it's really neat. I had like a really nice little time with it. I think it's gonna take like one of those things where a little bit harder to master, you know, but yeah, it was a great time. Okay, and I think that covers everything I'm gonna cover during the non-binary coded games. My Blue Sky will be updating with like, you know, if I find anything else. And yeah, so thanks for checking this video out, and hopefully even if you don't watch my channel, you find something else that you love during the festival, because there's so many good games. I'm so excited to dig into it more.